Well, diets don't work. Why? Now, if you think about it, the diet industry is about $1 billion industry. So there's a lot of people making a lot of money on Americans. And why is that? Well, it's because diets don't work and people continue to go on them. So they're continuing to buy books, buy magazines, TV shows, all these programs, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers. It's not based on reality, because diets don't work. Now, why don't they? Well, what happens when you diet is it's calorie restriction. So anything Atkins, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, these are all the same, because really it's just calorie restriction. What happens is you'll lose some muscle. You'll lose some fat too. You'll lose some water. So as you're losing weight by reducing your calories, you're going to lose some muscle because your blood sugar's low. So you're starving, but you're trying not to eat. You're not allowed to eat this, you're not allowed to eat that. You become kind of real focused and obsessed about what you can eat. And then your blood sugar is low. Your body starts to pull the muscle. Your muscle is your metabolism. So when you start to lose muscle, you're slowing down your metabolism. So say you're 150 pounds, you lose, say you lose 20 pounds on a diet, I need to pick one, and at the same time you've done the calorie restriction, so you've lost muscle mass. So scale looks great, but you're just a smaller, kind of pudgier version of yourself. It's not like you're getting real toned or cut. When you go off your diet, because that's what it's designed to do, you go on a diet, you go off a diet, what happens is your metabolism has been slowed. So when you go back to eating how you were, your metabolism is slowed, so that same amount of food will make you gain even more weight. So your normal way you eat, you'll gain more weight. So you'll be starting off at a higher point. So say you lost the 20 pounds, and over the course of 8 months you started eating normally, you started eating more, the stuff you used to, because you didn't know why, you were just told what not to eat. It wasn't explained to you, there wasn't an education that went along with it. You might be then gaining, you might gain 30 pounds. So you're starting off at 160, then you go on another diet, you drop 20 pounds, you're at 140, then you gain again. So it's this kind of yo-yo effect that happens where you're messing with your metabolism, because you're losing muscle, you're losing fat, you're losing water, but at the same time, you haven't really changed your habits to make it a lifestyle. So the difference is with Venus Nutrition, you're just taught how to eat 5 smaller meals a day, great mix of protein, carbs, and fat, and also going with more high quality food, because the whole thing is, I could tell you don't eat donuts, but that's going to make you really want them. I could say don't eat donuts because this is what they're going to do to you, this is what it does to your blood sugar, this is what's in them. So when you get that education, you'll start to look at food differently. I can't walk into a grocery store and look at Oreos the same way now than I used to. I used to think, oh, how do they taste so good? I look at them now, I say, they taste good, but I know what's in them, and I don't want to eat it. I don't want my kids to eat it. The stuff that they put in the packaged foods are not good, and you can look around. Look at it. Americans are getting heavier every single day. Why is that? It's because our food system is packed full of processed foods and chemicals that our bodies don't know what to do with. So by cleaning up our eating, an apple is an apple. That's all there is. It's a high quality carbohydrate. Chicken breast is a chicken breast. Now if you start getting into the processed foods, you've got all the added chemicals and the corn. Honestly, if I asked anyone on the street, are you a corn eater? Most people would be like, I eat it occasionally. Well, if you eat any processed foods, you're eating corn. So you might spend your whole day consuming corn products, because it's all the corn flour, high fructose corn syrup, xanthan gum, all these derivatives of corn are put into our food supply. What does corn do? Well, look at the cows. Cows aren't supposed to eat corn, but when they do, they get fat really quickly. They gain more weight within 16 months. They go full size, as opposed to when they were on the grass-fed diet. It takes them about 4 years to gain that much weight to go full size. So you look at what happens to cows when they eat corn, same thing happens to us. Corn You know, start looking at corn as kind of the enemy, and you start reading the labels, and you'll notice corn is in everything. So by eliminating some of the corn products, going with high quality foods, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're not going to feel as deprived because you're going to know that, you know what, I just don't want to eat some of those things.